Well, a question we're often asked this time of year, and it's October time now, so it's autumn, is what training should I do ready for my marathon or half marathon next spring? It's a good question because most training plans, including ours, really are 16 weeks, 12 weeks, and they won't kick in until after the new year. So around about January time, you'll start to focus really hard on your marathon that's probably going to be in April. What training should you do now? Well, if you're really new to the sport and this marathon is going to be your first, you're pretty nervous about covering the distance, the worst mistake you could make at the moment is to actually go out and start training too hard, too far, too soon, the terrible twos as we call it. And before you know it, you're injured, you're unwell, and perhaps the build up towards Christmas is really dominated by injury, and it just doesn't work. You don't arrive at Christmas feeling strong. So my advice there would be to maybe build up, so you run your first 5K, you perhaps target a 10K in December that you can train towards. We've got training plans with your charity towards that as well. And if you did a 10K in December and perhaps got your long run up to the point where you're up to an hour, maybe an hour and a half by the beginning of January, perhaps you're up to 10 miles for instance, that's a really good place to start from, and it's realistic from October. Now, if you're pretty experienced and you're running regularly, you've run marathons before, maybe you've got one or two other races already planned, well, you could still start your training too early towards the marathon. I would really be looking more at 10K racing, perhaps a half marathon before Christmas as well. Something that's going to set you a challenge and get you strong, get you faster, but your real key long runs, remember, will be in February and March. So don't go out, start doing 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours now. Too soon. You'll be worn out and needing a rest by the time you get to the key month, which is really probably March. Because if you feel great in March, April is going to go really well. Take your time, build up gradually to Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you at some of our training days in January. And please follow our plans. Good luck.